Hey, it's Daniel. Welcome back. Well, on this video, we will see how we can easily automate our personal finances, especially for data collection. That means if you need to find a simple way to get your expenses in control, this video is for you. So let's go for it. All right. Well, for this automation, we will use Flowise and Make. And the first step is run Flowise locally. If you don't know how to do it, I let all the documentation in the description of the video to install and setting up all in your computer. So as you get all this ready, just type npx Flowise start. This command will start the local server. After you have this running, just simply go to your web browser and type localhost at the 3000 port, and you will see this. Go to agent flows and click in add new. So you will have an empty workspace. So we will start building from here. Just we will start with the OpenAI integration. Just put an chat OpenAI, and to create this, to connect this, we need a credential. So go to your OpenAI platform. Don't forget to create an account and go to the dashboard and go to the API keys. So for this one, we will create a new API key. So we will name it as invoices automation. Okay, we'll create the secret key, copy that, right? And go to the Flowise and create the new one. So we will name it invoices automation and paste the key. So we will have, and for this example, I will use the 4.0 mini version, and I think that we are done from the OpenAI integration. Let's save it as an invoices automation. Okay, we'll have this one, and for sure we need a supervisor to connect this. So we will connect to a supervisor, and this supervisor will be in charge to receive the information from the user. Um, the idea is to handle all the image that the user will upload to the chatbot. So we will choose allowed image uploads, and let's go for the supervisor. I pre-built a prompt. So let's see what we have right here. So we have a supervisor that we will manage all the conversation between the following workers. We need a worker that called data processor, and we will pass the information and we'll wait for the response. So, well, we have it. Let's save it, and let's create the worker next to it. So let's type for a worker. Yeah, we got it. So let's connect to the supervisor node, and let's call it data processor as we have right here. This worker needs to do a couple things. The first one is extract information, and to extract that information we need to this worker to uh, do some calculation. So for that we connect with the calculator module, and we need to send information to the make workflow. So we need to allow this worker to make post request, right? So we got it right here, uh, right here. So we will specify all the step by step at the worker prompt. So, well, let's take this one and um, let's delete all the values, because what happen if you can configure all of this part, but if you let with any information the worker try to make and set it up all the information. So well, I prefer to configure all all the request information at the worker prompt, but you can try with this one and let me in the comments what would you get if you configure all the steps at this module. So for the example, well, let's keep in void and let's go to the processor. So to the worker, sorry. Let's go to this one. So I'll copy the previous prompt that I have. So well, for this one, we will configure the chatbot to take an image uploaded by the user and extract the information, the data of the purchase, the name of the company, the total amount, and the category. For this example, well, I only set it up at three type of categories. I need to classify if there is a purchase for entertainment, for food, or debts, and well, some comments. And well, I'm specifying, well, this is the thing that I'm talking about. I specify right here very basic one explanation and a specification that I need a JSON with this information: the date, the company, the total amount, the category, and the comments, and make a post request to this endpoint. To get the endpoint, we need to go to the make dashboard, but we will do in a couple minutes. So let's save it. And well, for sure, I think we are done with that. Just yeah, it looks pretty good. And well, let's go to make. Okay, we are in make. So let's click on the create new scenario. So, well, you will have this new scenario. So we will setting up all the information that we need to integrate this one with my Google Sheet that I actually have created and stored in my Google Drive. So let's see. Let's click on the webhooks. So you need to custom webhook right here. So we will create a new webhook right here. So we call it invoices automation and save it. So as you can see, now we have an endpoint to connect the make with the Flowise. So we will copy that and let's go to the Flowise and paste like this. So I think we will try. Um, well, I try and play with this, and I found that it's more clear the endpoints when you encapsulate all in quotes. So I recommend you to use that. So I put the endpoint right here, just save it and go to the make dashboard again. Just click in OK. So we will connect this with we'll let's check for the JSON parse JSON. Yeah, right here. We will try again. So let's put in some data right here. We just set it up with default information. When we run the first test, we will set it up all the specific information about the filters, all the parts, or whatever you need for the automation flow. So let's connect with the Google Sheet. So I will add a row. I will show you the file that are I already create in my Google Drive. It is a simple Google Sheet that includes the date, company, amount, category, and comments. Only have this one. So to connect to the make, just well, when you do this one the first time, the make dashboard will request to sign to log into your Google account. So it's a step by step a configuration. So do it, and after that you can see all the files in your drive. So my drive, I will choose um, the file that I already create. That is this one. Okay. I already selected, and the sheet name. I think that this is already configured because, well, I already use it. So I think that as it's because I already use it, it pre-configured the values that I have right here. So, well, let's do it as okay. And after that, we will have a webhook response. Let's try it with this one. With okay, so this is the basic workflow. So what happens right here? This is start enabling a webhook that allows the make to connect with other platforms. In this case, with the Flowise. And so they, as soon as they get a post request, they extract the information, parse in JSON, add to my Google Sheet, and responds to the Flowise with 200 if everything goes well. So let's try it out. So for that, we start running, and we need to well, let's save it and let's try with this. So I have three receipts that already did. Let's try it with this one. Oh, and send it. So this start processing all the information. So we will have at the make. Okay, so what we have right here. So let's take a look. Well, for sure, we have an error right here, but what happened with this one? So we have an error at the JSON parse. So let's configure. So as you can see now that I'm running the first test, actually we can see how it is the make receiving the data. So for sure we can delete this one and use now the correct data that the make is receiving from the Flowise. So, well, let's try it out. Let's save it and run it again. So, okay, let's try it. Let's select the same file and see what happened with the make. Okay. Uh, okay, well, we got it. Actually, we got it. We have all the workflow with green lights. So let's check what we have at the purchase history file. Well, as you can see, we don't have any information now. So let's see what happened with that. Uh, well, for sure, this is empty, right? So we start to link the result of the JSON parse with the Google Sheet form. So let's just start, we'll link the date that we are receiving right here, the company with that, the total amount, the category, and the comments. Okay, well, I think it's just running. Let's try it again just to make sure that everything is working okay. So, well, let's see what happened with this. Okay, just start loading all the information and send it to the make. Well, everything goes well, and let's see what we have. Okay, well, that's cool. We have the date, the company, the amount, the category, and well, the comments. So what we have, what happened at the Flowise. So let's check more deeply what happened at the Flowise. So I sent the image with all the receipt with the information. So the supervisor may request to the data processor to extract relevant information from the provided order confirmation image. So the state at this one is to call the data processor to get the correct information that we need to send to the make. So data processor extract the information and return it to the supervisor that the data has been successfully processed and sent. Um, so let's see what we have right here. So we have a post request to the URL that we previously configured with the webhook at the make dashboard, and the data, that is the date, the company, total amount, category, and comments as I request. So for the supervisor, it completes the workflow and responds, well, the data has been successfully processed and sent. So that's pretty cool. Well, we have I think we have all ready for the make. So let's save the changes, and you can see, well, we can turn on process, delete all data. Well, we cleaned the previous data from the first testing, and now as you can see, we turn on the integration. So we can start testing with another ones. I have already two more example. Let's try with this one, and let's see what happened. There is start extracting all the information and they're requesting, and well, as we can see at the Google Sheet, of course we have all the information. In this case, well, this consider as a theft, that it's true, and process the information. And let's see what happened with the last one. And well, they already start processing all the data, and well, yeah, it finished. And what we have right here, actually we have all setting up. This is for food, and this is including the comments. So yeah, well, that's pretty much all this workflow. So as you can see, this is an easy way to configure your personal finance administration. And well, you will realize that when you work with AI and with this kind of data processing, all this as much as you can data you can collect, uh, this becomes more valuable. Yeah, because in this field, data is gold. So imagine if you can store all year or per month or something like that, just with a simple image. Imagine if you can deploy this and connect one. You can connect actually with Discord, or will use the facility that Flowise uh, will extract information and make this integrable with an HTML, so you can include in a web page or in a Discord channel or something like that. And maybe as soon as you get your receive, you take a picture and this start processing all the information. So in terms of a month, of a year, you really do valuable analysis from this kind of files, right? You can get really cool. Maybe if you start processing with ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, and start understanding if you're spending your money in a good way, or many if you have some cases to improve your expenses in terms if you want to save more money or want to buy something else. You can start doing like a really good analysis, just simply having this kind of workflows to automate the process of the way that you are collecting the receipts of each purchase that you can do. So, well, I think that this is done. Well, this is a very good example. I really enjoyed it doing that. I never did something like that post request with Flowise that I consider that it's really interesting how you can integrate these ones with another workflow. So, well, hope you enjoy it. Let me in the comments what do you think, if you consider that it really help your personal finances, or maybe you imagine another user case for this kind of workflows. For sure I will glad to read you at the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for your attention to watch until this part, and see you in the next one. Yee.